Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So this video represents an increasingly popular staple of this channel, and that's a weekly recap of anime and VTuber related drama and news, stories that I don't want to be lost in the mix as we spend time covering other topics. So as per usual with these types of videos, I'm going to give you guys a concise compilation of things that have happened over the past week or so, and I don't want to waste any time, so let's jump right into it. So this first tweet is a unfortunate situation involving the Vtuber Sinder. Now, this is an independent VTuber who has blown up over the past year or so, and recently they made a metal cover of the song CPR, which they released this little teaser audio onto Twitter. And I remember like maybe 2 days ago seeing this tweet, and it had roughly 300 quote retweets on it. And even with just that, I was like, ugh. It's getting kind of brutal in there, but I basically blinked, and all of a sudden now it has 12,500 quote retweets as opposed to the 16,000 likes, and I don't have to go through each quote retweet to give you guys a pretty good sense of what's going on here. Twitter users are absolutely brutalizing her over this song, and basically to sum up all the complaints, they're saying that her vocals are bad and that this whole song is cringe and Coomer bait, and all of that kind of stuff. And here's my thoughts. I think people are going overboard in the criticism department here, but I think the extremes of both sides in terms of support and criticism are equally cringe. Like, you have some people defending Cinder and being like, no, don't listen to the haters. This is a musical masterpiece, and you're doing amazing, and you're so great. And then you have people on the other extreme saying, like, this is the worst song they've ever heard, and they're like over-analyzing it. I think both sides kind of need to remind themselves that this is not meant to be that deep. It's a cover song, her first music video, covering a song, a meme song, about sucking dick. Like, it's not that deep, bro. Like, it's not a triumph of music or vocals, and it's certainly not meant to be criticized heavily. Like, you might have problems with it, that's fine, but like, pump the brakes a little bit both ways. But either way, it's kind of just an unfortunate situation, and one thing it does serve, it's a reminder that no matter how comfortable you might feel as like a anime fan or a VTuber fan, like, this stuff is still laughed at in the mainstream. Like, go through the quote retweets, nobody has any respect for this stuff. They instantly just dismiss it as weird and cringe, and it's kind of a sad reminder of that sort of dichotomy going on with anime and VTuber stuff. No matter how mainstream it feels, it's still on the fringe, and it's kind of sad to see Cinder get dragged down so hard for this. I just don't think it was necessary. But next up, we have an unfortunate situation involving CDawgVA, or Connor. He made a quote retweet of this nearly or exactly 1-year-old tweet. You guys might remember this, I covered it. He said, my dude really posted this thinking he was the sane one. And we're going to watch the clip right now, but for context, this is at an anime convention, and this woman is holding a sign saying fetishizing lollies is pedophilia, and this attendee confronts her.
Boo! Seriously? You in for a fight? Are you serious? You looking for a fight with that sign? Fetishizing lollies? Pedophilia? You really looking for a fight? Seriously? Seriously? Looking for a fight?
So my stance hasn't changed on this from roughly a year ago when I covered this initially. I think all parties involved in this are cringe in their own ways. Like, I think you're an absolute weirdo for bringing this sign into a convention and basically ruining the mood for everyone by bringing in whatever this is. And I also think the guy confronting her is also cringe because he's overly aggressive and just really kind of drops the ball on what should be a very easy win for anyone confronting this woman. Like, you have absolutely every right to confront her, but you could do it in a much more, I don't know, civilized way. It wouldn't take much to watch this girl crumble. I don't know her, But I know anyone who's carrying around a sign like that at a convention probably doesn't have a whole lot of ground to stand on. Like, literally just walk up to her and ask her what the definition of a lolly is. Ask her why that sign doesn't include Shota. And ask her, does she have any evidence to support that claim? You could do that in a very polite and relaxed tone and make her look completely and utterly stupid. But instead, this guy is coming off threatening and aggressive and just looks unhinged and basically serves as a laughing stock for people who never want to take this debate seriously. And of course, you know, she's crazy for bringing this sign in the first place. And you don't even have to confront her, right? You could have just gone to the event security or management and just said, hey, this girl's bringing around a antagonizing sign and you need to deal with this. And likely they would kick her out or at least make her get rid of the sign. But what I find very strange about this whole thing is, why is Connor bringing this up nearly a year or over a year after this happened? I don't really understand. And you can see, I mean, it is viral. 210,000 likes on this quote retweet. You have people pointing out Connor's potential hypocrisy here, because if he's bringing this up to insult anyone criticizing the message of her sign, he would be a massive hypocrite because he's friends with people like the Anime Man, who is an open lolicon. You have people like Giguk, who has reviewed lolicon hentai, and they not only are friends, they work together on their podcast. Like, it would make him a massive hypocrite by this set of standards. But I think, or at least I hope, that was not his intention. He was just basically saying this is just cringe altogether and not really attacking the message on her sign. Again, that's just kind of assuming. But either way, like I said, the thing I find weird is, why did he quote retweet this over a year after this whole thing happened? This was a big set of drama back in 2022. So, like, it was handled. So why did he just choose that day, February 19th, to bring this back up? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and, like, what you think he was doing with this whole thing, because I don't really know either. So, and speaking of cringe things on Twitter, about a week ago, Twitter announced their plans effective March 20th of 2023. Only Twitter Blue subscribers will be able to use text messages as their two-factor authentication method. Other accounts can use authentication app or security keys for two-factor authentication, and this caused an absolute uproar. I mean, you can see the ratio between the quote retweets and the likes. People hate this, and for good reason. Essentially, what Twitter is doing is paywalling a basic security feature that has been a part of this app for a very, very long time. And it shows me that in this case, Twitter is once again very desperate to get people to subscribe to Twitter Blue, showing that they're really strapped for cash at this point. And I really can't believe that they would go this far. Like, there's other things they've done to try to coerce people into getting a Twitter Blue subscription, like the whole ad revenue sharing feature they introduced about a week ago. But this is scraping the barrel, man. This is the greediest thing I can think of. Basically saying, either pay us or you're going to have your account at risk unless you use outside apps to add in two-factor authentication, which everyone should have for all of your accounts. So yeah, big cringe, but I come countering that with some good news here. So you have this announcement from Viz Media, and they said that they are going to upload the following anime on YouTube for free to watch, including Death Note, Hunter x Hunter, Inuyasha, Mr. Osu Amatsu, Naruto, and Sailor Moon, including most of the seasons and episodes. So this is actually an idea I've talked about before. Some other license holders have attempted this before, but this to me is a goldmine. Other license holders and streaming services should upload some of their anime onto YouTube, especially older series, in this case like Death Note, Hunter x Hunter, and all of those kinds. When they're not really getting watched in the first place, why not get people excited about a free to view option on YouTube, which anyone can watch. And it's, you know, it's double dipping in the sense that you can put them on YouTube and also monetize them and jam them up with mid-roll ads, collect the revenue, and also entice people to go and subscribe to your streaming platform. Because, for example, if you're watching Hunter x Hunter, they don't have all of the seasons, so you watch the free ones on YouTube, you get invested, and you say, you know what, I'm going to give some money over to Viz Media and watch it there. I think it's a great system, but it's good news for people who want to check these out. Like, all of these are highly recommended. They're classics, and if you want a chance to watch at least some of the seasons, if not all of them, go check it out. I think this is a really good thing. But speaking of additional seasons, a little bit of an update here. A second season of Velma is currently being worked on. Now, I think this is a unique situation because a lot of people are claiming this is the product of hate watching and it encouraged higher ratings, and that's why we got season 2. But from everything I've read, it seems like season 2 was always in the works. It seems like, from what I understand, HBO Max ordered 20 episodes for their initial project involving Velma, and they're just splitting that up into quote-unquote 2 seasons. The hate-watching thing didn't seem to matter. They already announced, or at least hinted at season 2 almost instantly after the season 1 premiered. So it's not exactly a surprise, but it's now been officially confirmed that the second season of Velma is in the works. And honestly, a win for a lot of people, mainly the people who are going to make fun of this series, including YouTubers for ad revenue. Like, God bless you, brothers, and enjoy the good time and prep up for season 2. I know the first season brought a lot of joy for people making fun of it and some good content, so more power to you guys. But yeah, season 2 is on the way, and I wonder if the hype or the negative hype will be as strong with the second season as it was with the first season. So I want to end this with a very odd tweet that I saw earlier today. Voice actress Tara Strong is in some hot water for a tweet that she made on January 2nd of 2013. It says, 2013, hashtag New Year's resolutions. I vow to stop making out with my cousin. Of course, those are the Ben 10 characters, and they are cousins. And Twitter's not happy about this one. They found this tweet randomly, like, within the last 24 hours, and you can see the number of quote retweets. It's getting pretty hairy over here, and you know, there's been a lot of strange takes Tara Strong has made on social media, but I will forgive all of those because she's voice acted a lot of characters that hit me right in the nostalgia. I mean, voicing Raven from the original Teen Titans alone gives her like a lifetime pass to be the craziest human being ever. But nonetheless, I bring this up because honestly, I don't really care. I don't think this tweet's that wild. I mean, nowadays people are literally like jumping out of their shoes over it. But I bring this up because it just goes to show you how much internet culture has changed over the past decade. This happened exactly 10 years ago, and a very widely known voice actress made this tweet and received no backlash at the time. No one batted an eye at this tweet, and now here we are in 2023, and people are literally losing their minds over it. Like, I don't know what happened in 10 years that greatly shifted everyone's opinion. I blame the Tumblr migration, but hey, I'm sure there's many other factors involved here. But that's going to do it for this video. I know it was a lot of information here, a quick recap of everything that happened this week. And I think we're going to do these more in the future because there's just so much going on. It's hard to keep track of everything. And I want to give you guys a little bit of coverage of all the stuff that I think you find interesting and important. So again, share all your thoughts in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.